Vogdesign.
Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Vogdesign. First of all, I want to appreciate every one of you that have contributed to this growth of this channel. 700 subscribers. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you very much for your subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. And if you have not been commenting or liking, please drop your comment down below after you watch this video. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the notification button down below. Let's grow this community, okay? Let's take it to 800 subscribers. I believe in you and I know you will take me there. So I'm grateful. Alright, quickly, today's lesson I'll be teaching us 5 ways to manipulate text in CORELDRAW. Okay, 5 simple ways to manipulate text in CORELDRAW. So when we talk about manipulation, we're talking about your ability to control or play around a text in an artful way. Okay, the ability for you to control text, to play around it, to change the concept of text to the concept that suits you. Okay, to the concept that you have in your head, the ability for you to bring to reality what you have in your head. Okay, most of the times we have concept in our head, we want to transform text to something else, but we don't know how to go about it, or probably we don't know the right tools to use to bring it to reality. So this tutorial, I'll be giving us some 5 ways in which you can bring this concept to reality. Okay, so make sure you watch to the end. At the end of this tutorial, I'll be teaching us how I did this 5 text manipulation. Okay, this effect that I did with this 5. Okay, I did everything in CORELDRAW, so I'll be telling you guys how I did it. So please watch to the end and hit the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. Okay, so let me just take this one aside. Let me create a new layer here. Okay, so just 8 by 4, 8 by 5. All right, with the color. So when we talk about text effect, let me put the first text effect test here. Let's say that number 5. Okay, so the first way we'll be using to manipulate this text, we're going to be using the shape tool. Okay, the shape tool to manipulate this letter 5 to suit our taste. So the first thing for you to do is to convert the ability. In order for you to use this shape tool, you have to convert the object, okay, to curve. So convert the object, convert to curve. So the major reason why we are converting to curve is so that we can have knots, because shape tool works with knots. So these knots. So if there is no knots to work with, the shape tool will not work. So we first of all convert to object to curve, so that we have these knots. So once you have converted the text, you click on this place. You click on any area of the text that you want to manipulate. You want to change the structure, the position. So you click on this place. Let me say, let's work on this. Let's say the top, just this top area. So I'll click on this place and convert it to curve. So you click convert to curve. I'll click here. I'll click here and I'll convert to curve. I'll click here and I'll convert to curve. Okay, so I'll just arrange it to my taste. Arrange it to my taste. Arrange it to my taste. Okay, then if you don't like the way this area is, just have to do is delete the knots. Delete the knots. Delete the knot. Yeah, drag. Then delete this knot that is here. Delete this knot. Then drag inside a little. So you can see that was how I manipulated this 5. You can see there how I manipulated this 5 to this thing. So that's the first tool. That's the first way of manipulating your text using the shape tool, which is this tool here. This tool, shape tool. So there are other tools inside. So this particular one, you use it. Okay, which is the shape tool. Then you can use all these other ones to reshaping your edges, to smoothing the edges. If I want rough edges, so you can use other ones. So the first way of manipulating your text is the shape tool. So another way of manipulating text in CORELDRAW is through adding your perspective. your perspective. Where can you get your perspective? Perspective actually is talking about changing the structure, the position of the object. Okay, let's say you want to bend this 5, to bend it downward. Okay, so you can just bring out your perspective. You come to object, you go to perspective, you add perspective. Okay, see, okay, let me touch the 5. So you go to object, let me duplicate this because we're using it later. So we go to object, you go to perspective. So let's say I want to take it downward, so you take it downward like this to change the structure. See the way it is, change structure. Let's say you want to take this one up to change the structure. See the way it is, then you want to bring it up like this. So you can use perspective to change the direction of the text. Okay, direction of the text, the way you want it to look like, the structure, the position of the text. So that's how you use perspective. Okay, that's how you use perspective to change the position of an object. Okay, so that's for perspective. Now another way of manipulating text in CORELDRAW is through 3D text effect. Okay, 3D text effect. Other 3D text effect, we have different tools inside, different effects. So where do you get a 3D text effect? I'm currently using Core 2020. Okay, the CORELDRAW I'm using is Core 2020. You come to the effect, you see 3D effect. So you see 3D rotate, cylinder, emboss, page, curve, pinch and punch, sphere. Okay, these are effects we use in manipulating text. Okay, so let's take for example this 3D rotate. You pop up a menu, you see the 3D rotate. So this 3D rotate, what are you talking about? If you want to rotate your object in 360 degree or in any way, either vertically or horizontally. So if you want to rotate it vertically, you know when we say vertically, you're talking about like this, vertically, horizontally like this. So let's want to rotate it vertically. So you have to do just to be increasing this figure, increasing the figure, and to be the shape will be the position will be changing. Okay, so this 3D rotate is the more like the voluntary way or the opposite of perspective. Perspective is reflex. Okay, you can easily move it around to change it around, change the position. But 3D rotation, you have to be putting fingers. So it's more like perspective, more like reflex, and this 3D effect is more 3D rotate is more like voluntary. So just using that as an example. So you have to put in figures to rotate the size. If you want to rotate it horizontally, you put in your figure to change the position of text. So that's how you use 3D rotate to change the position and size, position of your text or object. So once you are done, you click OK. So that's for that. Then go to there again, you have another effect there. We have the cylinder effect. Okay, what this one does is that it expands. Okay, if you increase it, we expand the height of the text, which is horizontal. So it expands the height of the text horizontally. If you decrease it, it reduces. If you increase it, it expands. Okay, while if you say vertical, it will expand or reduce the text vertically. Okay, vertically. So that's for that effect. If you are done, you click OK. So the next one we'll be talking about is the embossing. Okay, this one is embossing, more like I want to have a curved edge. Okay, curved edge. See, curved edge. So you use emboss to have a curved edge. So once you click OK, choose the color you want, black, other color, whichever color you want, just pick it, or you pick original color, whichever one you want, pick it. So once you click OK, you can increase the depth. Okay, you increase it there, the depth here. So once you increase the depth inside 3D, so click the depth. So I will do a video tutorial on how to read. Okay, make sure you watch to the end, because if you watch to the end, I'm going to be telling you this is more like the way I did the 5 3D or that test effect I applied in 5. This was more like the way I did it, but it was not this embossing tool I used. So watch to the end so that you know how to finish the manipulation. So this is the embossing. Then we go there again, we have 3D effect, we have the page curve. Okay, this one is to curve the edge of the text or anything, any object you are choosing. So you can curve the edge direction horizontally or vertically, whichever one you want, or paper, whichever one you want. Either you want it to be transparent or to carry the same color. So you can increase the weight, reduce, you can increase, reduce, you can change the edges, the side in which you want to wrap up. So whichever one you want. So that's for that. Then we have other effects. We have the pinch and punch. Okay, so you see, basically I'm giving you more than 5 now. I was supposed to give you 3D cylinder, pinch and punch. Okay, so I'm giving you more than 5 now. So we have the pinch and punch. Pinch and punch is what you use to, when you say pinch, like punch is to expand, while pinch is to shrink. Okay, pinch is to shrink, while punch is to what? To expand. Okay, so at the end I will be telling you how I use this pinch and punch to apply it to happy, make to create happy effect. Okay, pinch and what? And punch. So you see, so from there you click your OK. So then the other one is we have the sphere. Okay, the sphere. So we have this sphere. So this was the effect I used for that 5 effect. So at the end of this tutorial, I will give you how I did it. I will show you step by step on how I did that. Okay, the sphere. So you can start to use the sphere. Whichever one you want, you click OK. So that's for all the effect, the different ways of applying effects in your test, whichever one you want. So let's say I want to apply effect on happy. Let's say happy. So I want to apply test effect on this happy. So and I will go to 3D, and I will go to, let's say cylinder. Okay, let me apply cylinder first. Let's say vertically. So I will expand it a little. So I'll say OK. Then I will apply my shape tool to reduce it. So you see, I'm applying all the tools, the steps I told you now. Apply my shape tool. I'll go back to my test effect and I'll go to 3D effect. I'll go to pinch and punch. Okay, so you see, if I pinch it, see the way it is. If I punch it, to expand, see the way it is, to expand. So you see, I can come to this place and download happy test effect or happy mode and put it in this circle. So you see, I've created happy test effect. See? So what if I want to create floor? Let's say floor. Say floor. Floor test effect. Say floor test effect. So you also want to create floor test effect. What do? You go to this effect. You go to 3D rotate. 3D rotate. Let's reset it. So rotate. Almost say vertically. Vertically is like this, or horizontally is like this. So it's vertically we want. So we choose vertically. So what we'll do, we'll increase it, increase the number. So you see, it's giving us floor test effect. You see, it's giving us floor test effect. So you can decide to increase it. See, so that is how you use the 3D effect on your test. So in order to make this video too long, so let's go back to our 5 effect. So the 5 effect. So I might not be too accurate with the way I did the first one, but the steps I took, I will be telling you. So what I did here was I went to 3D effect and I choose this sphere. Pick the sphere. So what I did was, first of all, I changed the background to black and I changed this color to to white. Okay, so no, I change to gray. Okay, it was gray color. So we go to effect, 3D effect. Then we have this sphere. So you see, it was, I used I think I used 15. Yeah, it was 15. I used minus 15. I used minus 15. That was what gave me this. I click OK. So after I got in this effect, so I converted it to bitmap. Come to your bitmap, convert to bitmap. So I can go to edit. So you go to edit these layers to the color you want. So once you convert to bitmap, you come to your trace bitmap. Go to either you use clip art or you use quick trace, whichever one you want to use. So either you use clip art or you use quick trace. If you are using quick trace, just pick specific color. Okay, specific color or automatic, whichever one you want to choose. You click here OK. So you delete the bitmatted format, delete it, and you leave the other one like this. So once you have converted it, then you ungroup it here. So the next thing to do is to straighten the edges. See, the edges are rough, so you click on the different color layout, you click on shape tool, just simply delete all these knots. You leave the first and the last one, or to the whatever shape you want. So just delete all these knots. You don't need them. Delete the knots. So I'm going to fasten this video to reduce time. So once I have done, the next thing for you to do is to click on this part. What I did, click on this part. I came to this effect, intersect feed tool, click it, then click on this fountain feed. So I applied the color yellow. This part was yellow, and this part was black. So I come to this place, and I repeated the mirror. Repeat. What it means is that this black will also be showing in this place. So just drag this yellow to the middle. So the black that is showing there will be showing there at the other edge. So I repeated the color. Then what I did was I just right click on my mouse, drag it to this other color, leave it, and copy. So it will copy the color, the effect. Copy the effect and bring it to the other side. So I did it for all the other color, white color. Wherever I see white, I just copy fill it. So that was how I did it. So the last part. So that was how I did this color. Just apply the effect again. So I apply the effect again. Then straight to this place, and you turn, okay, turn direction. So this was how I did it. Then this other part, I just drag it using the test shape tool. You drag it. So down to this edge. So take it upward. Drag it to this edge. So this was how I did the test effect, and then by testing the background, that only background to white. You see, so if I take it close, let me increase it. Then I just brought test manipulation. Let's copy the test manipulation to this place. Test manipulation. So I grouped it. Reduce a little bit. See, if I take it closer to the first one I did, see there's no difference. Okay, so this was how I did it. Okay, the test manipulation. Simple and straight to the point. So basically, so the effects you have to use in CORELDRAW, let me list them out when you do manipulation. The first one is your shape. If you can use your shape tool, you can use your perspective, you can use your 3D rotate, you can use your cylinder, you can use your pinch and punch, you can use your sphere, so all this, can use all this to in CORELDRAW to create your test effect. Okay, all these tools. So these were the tools I used, as you can see. So the tools I used. So I want to thank you very much if you have watched this, and this is the end of the video, and I believe you enjoyed the tutorial and you learned something today. So if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscription button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to remind of my latest video each time I release my video. Let's take this channel to 800 subscribers. I believe in you. Drop your comment down below. What other video you want me to release, or you have a suggestion of videos I should release, drop your comment down below and I'll gladly release it. I reply comments. Drop your comment and I'll reply your comment if you have any question. Thank you very much. See you next week.